happened again. I don't understand it. I was in the gun store, I was minding my own business, and the next thing I know, they've got my debit card, and a purchase was made. Don't you hate when that happens? Well, now that the purchase has been made, we might as well unbox it together and have an overview of it. I'm Dustin, and you're watching Guns of the West. Well, as you saw in the video thumbnail and the intro, this is a Ruger, but which model? Now, as a lot of you know, I'm a big fan of Heritage Rough Rider revolvers and budget .22 revolvers in general, and a while back I had added this Ruger Wrangler to the channel. And I said at the time that I prefer the Heritage Rough Rider, and just to be honest, I still do. Mechanically, the Heritage is a little more like the traditional Colt single-action Army, which the Rough Rider and the Wrangler are both sort of styled after. But this Wrangler, it really is a nice gun for being such a budget-friendly gun. And I recently saw this version of it. Now, since my version came out, there have been some like with bird head grips and some more colors. But when I saw this one, I said, okay, I've got to get another Wrangler for the Guns of the West channel. So let's just do the unboxing here. I've been asked a few times, by the way, why I do unboxing videos, and the reason why is because when I'm making a purchase, I like to watch unboxing videos and get a sense of what I can expect when I make the purchase, so hopefully these will do something like that for someone else. So you've got a little message from Ruger here. Let's just put this aside for a moment and see what else comes in the box. Looks like we've got the typical paperwork, owner's manual for the gun. I just keep those in my gun safe. The thank you card, and possibly, 20% discount. Ruger usually does that. Other paperwork, little sticker, that's typical for a Ruger as well. It talks about some of their other revolvers. Now, these are going to be higher end revolvers that Ruger offers. By the way, that's another thing that's interesting. I've had people tell me, why do you like the Heritage better than the Wrangler? Ruger makes way better revolvers than Heritage. Well, to be honest, I think Heritage would even tell you that, but the Wrangler is a budget one. That's why I compare it to the Rough Riders. But just take a look at that. Silver Cerakote, it's got the black cylinder still, the black grips, but I love that two-tone, almost three-tone. The hammer is not quite even the same shade as the rest of the gun, although very, very close. Well, let's go ahead and take the cylinder out. So I'll press in on this little cross pin from the other side and pull the base pin. I will say this, these Wranglers seem to be machined very well. They come apart easily and go back together easily and smoothly. Let's go ahead and depress that pin and get that base pin back in there. Now, as I've shown in other videos, this is interesting. As I said, the Heritage is more mechanically like a Colt. On those, you have to pull the hammer to the half-cock position, which will free the cylinder, and if you turn it, you can hear it click. And that's true here as well. But watch the hammer. It doesn't stay there. There is no half-cock position. It's either all the way down or all the way back. And as I pull the hammer back, listen to this. There's just 2 clicks. That's all. Whereas on the Heritage, it has all 4. Now, I'm not saying this is bad on the Ruger. It's just different. Different design, different style. And it has the safety features like other Rugers have. But let's first go ahead and just clear it. I'll open the loading gate. And when the loading gate opens too, if you watch right inside there, you see the bolt protruding up, holding the cylinder in place. And as the loading gate comes down, the bolt goes down. So that's all you have to do to free the cylinder on the Ruger. And it just free spins. It actually free spins in both directions. And I've said before, I'm not a big fan of that because when you go to use your ejector, it's a little tough to get it lined up with the chambers. But, it's just the way Ruger does it, and it's not a bad design, it's just different. Let's take a look at how the safety features work. No manual safety here like the Heritage has, so I know a lot of people prefer the Ruger because of that. But what it does have is the transfer bar, which is that piece of metal, that flat piece you can see right down in there. Notice how if I let the hammer down by pulling the trigger, but I take my finger off the trigger, now as the hammer goes down, watch how that transfer bar drops down out of the way. and there's a little cutout in the hammer. So now this tip of the hammer just hits right up here on the frame, and the firing pin is missed. The gun cannot be fired. But if I keep the trigger depressed with my finger as I lower it down, watch how now the transfer bar stays up, and the hammer is going to hit the transfer bar, which will then hit the firing pin, and that fires it. So you have to have your finger on the trigger for it to work, and if you don't like the Heritage Manual Safety, you don't have to see that on a Ruger. So anyway, I just wanted to bring you along on the unboxing. I have several video ideas for this, including chronograph comparison of this one with this one to see how much faster I can get the bullets to go with this longer barrel than with this one. And if you don't know that the longer barrel will do that, see my other video. I believe it was called The Longer the Barrel, the Faster the Bullet, because the longer the barrel is, the more time the pressure can build in there, up to a certain point, and then you get the diminishing returns. But I will also do more videos comparing the Ruger to the Heritage, especially now that I have a longer barrel. So I really hope you'll hit the subscribe button and like the video so you can be around for all of that. I think this will be a very, very fun addition to the channel. Just give you another look here. There's that ejector. Nice plastic grips, but they look and feel very nice. In my opinion, for a budget-friendly gun, and I mean very budget-friendly, just a beautiful piece. These Ruger Wranglers, though not my favorite, they are great little budget 22s. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing and overview today of this great little Ruger Wrangler 7.5-inch version. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be here for more videos, because I think this will be a fun addition to the channel here. And if you look in the description, you'll see where to find me on social media, as well as where to find Great Guns of the West products. Thank you so much for watching.